Physical media man, physical media man, physical media man. What'd you buy? Was it something good?
What's up, guys? Physical Media Man back here again for another Physical Media Man Monday video. I have something that's not physical media related at all, not film related, not TV related, nothing to do with physical media of any sort. But if you're watching this the day this video comes out, it's the Monday of the week that March Madness starts. I'm super excited for the tournament, like always. Kind of been wanting to do this video for some reason. I don't know if it'll get a lot of views or if it'll be well received or not, but besides movies and film, or those are kind of the same things, but besides collecting movies and watching movies and being a big fan of movies and video games and books, I'm also a big fan of sports, and I do kind of have a little bit of a jersey collection. I've been not really collecting, but I'm a huge sports fan, so I like to have wear jerseys to the games and stuff, and I've been getting jerseys for a long time, so I have quite a few of them, so I figured I'd go ahead and show them off. Some of them I'm not really necessarily fans of the team, but I'm probably a fan of the player or whatnot, or was at one point, but gonna go in no particular order. Well, kind of in a way. I'm gonna finish off with the things that I actually have hanging up, so those will probably be my more cherished or ones that I like to wear more often. These I do like to wear when occasion arises or what have you, and some of these I haven't worn in a long time. So we're gonna start off with Indiana basketball IU reversible practice jersey. Next up, I'm a soccer fan, so got a USA old soccer jersey. This was a recent purchase. Just couldn't pass this up at the Goodwill. I think it was only like $5 or less. He won me a fantasy football season one time. We got Adrian Peterson of the Minnesota Vikings. Next up, we got Lakers Shaq jersey. I did have a few more of these and sold some that I didn't care about as much. I should probably go through these again, maybe get rid of a couple more. This one, though I do like it a lot, it's a small that doesn't really fit me anymore, but we got a 49ers, Joe Montana. This is a Reebok stitched, which I wish Nike was doing a better job of their current jerseys. They are not the greatest. We got a Celtics Larry Bird champion. Can't go wrong with the vintage champion ones. Next up, I haven't really worn this too often. I think this is a Real Madrid David Beckham. This was the eBay purchase. This was a Goodwill find, Reebok, Peyton Manning. These were the ones that they had during my high school time, were the ones you could get. Next up, another Goodwill purchase is a Nike Rocket Ishmael Cowboys. It's pretty neat there. Big fan of the Rocket. Oh, I just knocked one over, couple over. I think we're okay though. We got a Chad Johnson, not Chad Ochocinco, Cincinnati Bengals. I don't know if somebody just made this. I think they did. This was another eBay purchase, but it's like a Nike team. This is supposed to be like a Fresno State, so it's kind of rolling a little bit. Paul George from when he was on the Pacers. I bought that. Haven't worn it since he's left. This one I wore a ton. This is a Nike Kids Extra Large. Wore this a lot in high school when it fit me. We got a Chicago Bulls. Love the pinstripe. Michael Jordan, greatest of all time. Yeah, can't go wrong with Jordan. And I also got a 45 champion jersey of Jordan. Another kids extra large, I think. Yeah. Haven't worn this one in a long time, but did wear it a lot. He was one of my favorites during his tenure with the Pacers. We got Ron Artest, Meta World Peace. Another pinstripe. Love the pinstripes. Got Grandmama, Larry Johnson, Charlotte Hornets. It's a sick jersey. I did have a matching hat at one point. I don't think I have that anymore. Next up, Dream Team, Reggie Miller. I do want to get a Reggie jersey at some point, but they don't really make them anymore, and I feel like they're always expensive, and then you don't know if they're real or not. Next up was a Goodwill purchase. I think this is like from his AAU team, but I just went ahead and got it for some reason. We got a George Hill, yeah, and I think he had those shoes, peak shoes. Next up, we got Orlando Magic, Shaquille O'Neal, one of my favorites growing up, so I had to get that one. And of course, these were fairly inexpensive when I was purchasing them in college. They've since kind of increased in price. That's why I got rid of a couple of them. This was Jordan's. We got the St. Louis Cardinals, Mark McGuire. I have quite a few I guess not really quite a few, but I got 2 Cowboys jerseys. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but huge Notre Dame fan. This is a stitched one. We got Julius Jones, who went to Notre Dame, running back. Haven't worn this one in a long time, but it is stitched and it was fairly cheap. So, and one of my first eBay purchases. Don't think this is real, or I mean, it looks really well. It's pretty legit if it's not like authentic. But we got a Atlanta Falcons. Why did I say that so weird? Atlanta Falcons Deion Sanders jersey. All right, that is all from that box. So those are the ones I don't wear very often. Moving on to the hangered ones. Let's see if I can grab these ones that fell. Let's kind of start off with the Pacers. If I can get all these here. All right. First up was one I wore quite a bit. Haven't worn in a while since he's left us, and it wasn't too dramatic, but now he's kind of made it that way. We got Miles Turner, Indiana Pacers. He was one of my favorites while he was on the team. Next up, one of my favorite jerseys. I have worn it just once, but we got Jermaine O'Neal. I recently got this one. Yeah, he was one of my favorites during that time. This is a Mitchell and Ness. I think I got this on sale, so that helped things. But just a sweet jersey. Next up, we got a Roy Hibbert. And I feel like the Adidas ones were so much better than the ones that Nike's putting out. Then we also got a champion, losing the hanger here. Champion Pacers, Antonio Davis. It's pretty cool. And then we got a Halliburton All-Star jersey from when the All-Star game was in Indianapolis, and I didn't go to the game, but I went to the dunk contest and that stuff. And yeah, like this is supposed to be like they're as good as the stitched, and it's just not it. All right. Next up, we got some hockey, Chicago Blackhawks, Jonathan Taves. Very nice jersey. Jordan got this for me for birthday or Christmas or something. I really got into hockey there for a while, and I just haven't had time to watch it as much as I would like. All right. Try to grab some of these and help things out. Not really sports, but we got Carter Beauford from Dave Matthews Band, a soccer jersey. And some more soccer. We got my Indy 11 jersey, which I don't know who. This was when I think they're still sponsored by Honda, but I don't know who's making their jerseys. This is a Diodora. Quite a few years old. We haven't gone to a game in a long time. We got a Hickory, like Hoosiers, the movie. George Hill. Friend Corey gifted this one to me. We got a Notre Dame basketball. This is stitched. Adidas, celebrating the 100th season, but we always kind of thought of this as a Chris Thomas jersey. He wore #1. He was really good for the Irish back then. These are kind of recent purchases I haven't worn yet. We got a Sixers, Allen Iverson, Mitchell and Ness stitched. Just a beautiful jersey. Got this at the Mitchell and Ness store in Philly, where they're headquartered. Got a good deal on that one. I used to have I think it was a white one when I was growing up. So I wanted to get that. And then I got a Larry Bird practice shooting shirt thing. This comes off, which is pretty cool. You can put somebody else's name on it if you wanted for some reason. Next up, I got two autographed ones. First up, we got a Pascal Siakam. I got the finals patch added, and when I was at a game this year, he signed this one for me, which is pretty awesome. And then we got a Goldberg. I don't know if you saw my post about this on the Instagram. So he signed this one for me. Sean Weiss. I put quack quack, and I am the Goldberg, the goalie. Or I am Goldberg, the goalie. So eventually I want to get those framed up when I have the space and a place to put them. This was, I think, a Goodwill purchase, which I was pretty excited about because I didn't have kind of this era of jersey. Notre Dame. We got the Adidas. This is number 89, which I don't really know. I can't remember if that was John Carlson or who that would have been. Kind of associated with at the time. All right, I'm gonna stick with the Notre Dame, and I got more falling down. Another Goodwill purchase, I think. We got a Champion with no, we got the border, I think, has been cut off on the sleeves, but we got a number 7. It's very nice there. Love having the different time periods. This one I always wanted when he was playing at the time and they wore the green. We got the Brady Quinn style green jersey. I ended up breaking down. I got a good deal on it though, but got that one on eBay a couple years ago. And then currently when I've been going to away games, sometimes I've worn this. Actually, I don't. I take that back. I usually would just wear this when I'm at home and it's an away game. So we got the Under Armour. That's more of a current. Here we got an Adidas throwback Joe Montana, Notre Dame. So pretty neat there. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, it's on the back there. Okay. Bad I don't have a place to put these when I'm done. I'm kind of in the office / sports area. Next up, another Goodwill purchase. We got a Marvin Harrison Super Bowl Reebok jersey. This is Mitchell and Ness, but it might be bootleg. Jordan knew somebody that could get jerseys cheap, so I don't know how legit this is. But we got a Pete Rose, Mitchell and Ness. That's really my only Reds jersey. I got a shirt. But, then we've got a Bob Sanders Colts. At one point, I got quite a few of these at Goodwill. Got good deals on some Colts jerseys that I haven't really worn too much since. But this one's really neat. We got a Peyton Manning Puma, which I think he was. They were only Puma jerseys his first, maybe second year, so not very long. So pretty neat Peyton Manning there. All right. Coming to the end here, finishing off with a couple more Notre Dames. We got one of the neatest hockey jerseys I feel like I've ever seen. I love the hockey stick going through the middle there. We got the all sorts of different colors. You got the shamrocks there. So just a neat, really neat hockey jersey. And lastly, this one was one of my favorites, one I always wore all the time. Still one of my favorites, but now it needs framed up. I do kind of want to replace with an Adidas style stitched. This is celebrating, they're not really celebrating anything, but it's a limited edition one. But we got the number 9 last season. Got it signed up by Kyle Rudolph, who wore number 9 at Notre Dame, as well as Jalen Smith, who also did. So really neat. I might try to get Tom Zibikowski or Tony Rice to also sign this at some point if the opportunity arises. They also wore number 9. But we'll see. But I do want to get that one framed up, probably more so even than the Pascal and the Goldberg. And then as you can see above me, I have a signed, which was my favorite Pacer jersey. I wore it all the time, but I wouldn't get it signed at one of the Pacer fan jams a few years ago. It's been quite a few, but when he was still playing with the Pacers, would have been one of the last years he was there. I got him to sign that, so it's signed and framed up there. And then I'm wearing a Indiana State Larry Bird jersey, which another one that I got on Amazon that's probably not real, but it looks pretty good. So but most of the stuff I have is legit, and I'm really happy with the collection. I always like to add a jersey when I can. So kind of a random video. I'll be back to the normal physical media and movie related things soon. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the tournament. Hope you enjoyed this video if you're a collector of jerseys and love sports like I do. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to share. But yeah, hope you enjoy March Madness. I'm so ecstatic for it. So yeah, this is the Physical Media Man signing off. Physical media will never die.
Physical media man. Physical media man. Physical media man.